Hello, I'm Steven with Illustrious Magic, and this is the 1 month a little over 1 month review of the SteelSeries Arctis Pro Wireless headset, which I got for around $300. I think they were having a discount at the time I got them. So basically, I'll go over the two little annoyances I have with them, but other than that, it's probably just going to be all positive stuff. So the one thing I don't like is that when you unplug the transmitter, I guess is what it's this transceiver is what it's officially called. When you unplug it from the PlayStation 4, I think when it's in rest mode or when it's on, there's like a specific sequence that you do it to make it so where the mic doesn't have like a really low level, because sometimes when I would unplug it and plug it into the PC and then bring it back to the PS4 and plug it in, you would think, it would be fine. You plug it in, it goes. But there was some reason where when I would join a party chat after plugging it in, whether the PS4 was on or in rest mode, or I think even off a couple times, it did this thing where the mic would just be so low volume output where they couldn't really hear me that much. And I would turn up the sensitivity on the actual PS4 console all the way up, and it would still just be like such a low volume that they were getting. And so I would have to like restart the PS4 and unplug it and plug it back in. And there's like a weird sequence that I had to do to get it to like just work. So that was really annoying. So for a really long time, I basically just didn't remove it from the PlayStation 4 because I was mostly using it on the PS4 anyway. But then I started playing Valorant on PC, so I wanted to use the headphones because of the surround sound sort of stuff. And also, I was just on the PC a lot because it was the beginning of the month for work, and listening to music and stuff on these headphones are a lot better than just the regular speakers. So I was able to just plug it into the PC. It works fine on the PC. Mic also works fine. I used it for Discord a couple times, talking to other people, and it was working great. And I figured out basically you have to like turn off the PlayStation 4 fully, then you have to unplug the power adapter from the transceiver and then unplug the USB, and then you do basically the opposite of it where you plug in the USB, the power for the transceiver, and then the PlayStation 4 all the way on, and then it should work fine. So that's like a weird thing. Apparently, it is a known issue because I looked it up when I was having the issue with it at first, and people were basically posting on message boards being like, "Yeah, this is a thing that's like kind of annoying." So I've been able to avoid it for a while, thankfully, but it is something that you might run into, and it is pretty annoying because you would hope that it would just be something you just plug in and it works fine. The only other thing that I find annoying is when I connect it to Bluetooth, the Bluetooth volume will just kind of go up and down on my phone, as well as on the transceiver itself, automatically. Where if I'm doing nothing, it's fine. But when I'm trying to like use the phone to text or switch between different apps on the phone, the Bluetooth volume will just like go up and down, and it's just really annoying. It's just something where it's like it gets in the way sometimes when you're trying to do things on the phone because the volume indicator will show up on the side, which you sometimes need to use for just using the phone. So that's annoying. I wish it would just kind of like I wish there was just some way that you could basically just have it be at a stable volume and not try to automatically adjust to whatever it is that it's trying to adjust to, whether I guess it's the new app or switching between the apps. It's weird, but it's annoying. But those are like two small annoyances, especially the PS4 one, since I've been able to learn how to avoid it essentially. But yeah, otherwise, it's a really, really good headset. The dual monitor or the dual battery is great because basically anytime I need to replace it, it's already charged. So there's pretty much no time that I've ever basically not been able to use the headset, because as soon as the battery dies, I just swap it out for the one that was charged in the transceiver, which has just worked really good. The battery charging is also really fast, so there's not going to be any issue as far as your replace it with the battery and then you have to replace it again, but the battery isn't fully charged. That pretty much never happens. The battery itself lasts pretty long. I've used it for the PC specifically. I used it like for 2 days, almost full 2 days of like, working and playing games and listening to music. And it was, fine the whole time. It pretty much worked. The battery didn't run out until like the end of the day. And even then I just, swapped it and it was fine. The other thing is the 3.5 millimeter jack adapter that you can plug into the headset to plug it into stuff such as older iPods or phones that have the 3.5 millimeter jack and don't have Bluetooth, or just don't have reliable Bluetooth, like my older Pixel XL. The Bluetooth on that one for some reason is like very touch and go, where if I'm in the same room as the phone, it will be able to stream the audio fine. But unlike the current Pixel that I have, the Pixel 4, which, I can use the Bluetooth where I leave it in here, and I can go all the way to the living room, and it's fine. The audio doesn't, click out or clip out or anything. But when I'm using my older Pixel model, it definitely, it'll, start losing the signal very easily, which is a little annoying, but it doesn't really matter. But more importantly, you can use this with the Xbox One because of the 3.5 millimeter adapter. Because what you do is you can plug it into the headset, and then you plug the 3.5 millimeter headset adapter, or just the jack itself, into the Xbox One controller, and you can actually use it to talk to people over Xbox One voice chat. Because I used it when I was talking to my friend Brendan while playing, I think I was playing GTA 4 or some other game on Xbox One. And I talked to him while using this headset. And the good thing is that the Xbox One will do, I guess it's just referred to as multi-channel out, which is what the PS3 did as well. I don't know if the PS4 does it. But basically, you can output audio through multiple channels. So for the Xbox One and the PS3, you can output audio through the optical cable, which is basically the thing that you plug into the transceiver in order to get the really good audio through the headset, as compared to just plugging it in as a USB, where you kind of just get standard audio. And you can also plug in the 3.5 millimeter jack in order to use the microphone. So that's good because you get the great audio from the transceiver, and you can also use your voice chat from the headset to talk to other people on Xbox. So while it's not, the official, box content won't tell you that, it's compatible with the Xbox One, it is actually compatible with the Xbox One. You just kind of have to use the wire, which is fine because a lot of the headsets use the wire anyway, especially on PS4. I was having a lot of trouble finding a good wireless one, which is why I ended up getting this one. So that's really cool because you can pretty much use it with almost any console. I think the only worry that I kind of have is whether it's going to be future-proof or not, because we know that the Xbox Series X is not going to have optical out, which means I'm going to have to get a optical HDMI adapter in order to plug it into this if I'm going to use it with the Series X, which of course I would like to because I paid a lot of money for it and I'd like to use it for a long, long time. We don't know if the PlayStation 5 is going to ditch the optical out as well. I hope they don't, but I don't know. They might. The PS4 Slim definitely did drop the optical audio, but the PS4 Pro kept it, actually. So that's an interesting thing where it feels like maybe there's a chance that the PS5 will keep the optical audio. I hope it does just because it'll make it easier for me. But even if it doesn't, the TV that I use in the living room does have the optical out to where I can connect it from the television into this and then run the HDMI cord through the television for the console. So basically the console audio goes into the television and then the television puts it to the transceiver and the transceiver sends it to the headphone. It's a little less than ideal. Obviously you would like it to just go directly from the console to the transceiver, but if it's not going to be possible, at least I have that option, which other people do as well. So it's still great to just walk around the apartment basically and never have any dropped audio, whether I'm on the PS4 in the living room or if I'm using it on the PC here to stream music or just anything really. I can just walk around the entirety of the apartment and it never drops it at all. Of course, when I was talking before about the Pixel 1 Bluetooth or the Pixel XL Bluetooth, the original one, that one drops, but that's because it's the phone, it's not the headset, because it works great with the Bluetooth on the current phone that I use. So other than that, it's still great to not have any wires and be free to just do whatever I want, move around however I want. I've had it a lot where I'm using it on the PC and I feel like I can't move to go get something because I'm so used to having the wired headset for the PC when I'm listening to stuff that my body's just so used to it that I'll react and be like, no, I can't actually move, even though I can actually move because it's just, it's fully wireless. So that's a funny thing to just kind of try and grow out of, essentially, because it's something that I'm just so not used to, and it's so nice to have that option now. What else? It's comfortable for prolonged use. I've only had it a few instances of it kind of irritating my ears after a while, but that was after a very long time of using it on the PS4 in the living room. But otherwise, I used it 2 days ago. I used it pretty much the entire day while on the PC doing work and stuff, and I pretty much never had any complaints. There's a little strap at the top that you can use to adjust so you can figure out where exactly it'll land compared to your ear. So you can use that to kind of adjust to where it is, and I've pretty much found a spot that seems to work really well for pretty much any time as long as I need it to. So that's been nice. I have not had to use the mobile charger for the charging, so I don't know how well that works, but it's nice to have that as an option. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess if you're like traveling and you're taking the headset and you don't want to take the transceiver, or you just can't take the transceiver, you can use the wired charger. I don't know. It's just it's a nice thing to have. I just haven't needed to use it at all. I also haven't needed to use the 3.5 millimeter jack. I've only used the one where it's the USB to the 3.5, and that was for the Xbox. But the actual 3.5 to 3.5 cord, I haven't used that at all. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. After more than a month of using it now, I've been very pleased with it. It's comfortable. It works really well. It's a big upgrade from what I had before. Obviously, I'm not like a super big audiophile tech guy, so don't take my word for it. I would definitely do research like I did when I was trying to find a headset to replace. It was also helpful that I had the stimulus money in order to spend on it, because it is expensive, more expensive than pretty much any other headset that I looked at. But I'm very happy with the purchase now, a month out. I was happy with it, that first day of using it for the entire day and switching it up between the console and the PC. And after a month, I'm still very much happy with it. So I think it's a great headset. If you want to use it, I would definitely look into it. Make sure that it's something that you're, actually going to use. Want to get your money's worth. It isn't something that you spend $300 on lightly. But yeah, it's really good. I'm really hoping I can use it for as long as I can, really. I'm the sort of person where as soon as I get something and it, serves its purpose, I usually try and keep on using it for as long as I can, and instead of upgrading every year or something. But yeah, it's a really good headset, and if you end up spending it, I hope you have a good time with it too. So I don't really know what else to say. Thank you for watching. If you want, you can subscribe to our channel. I should hopefully have a Fallout New Vegas video going up sometime in the near future. I might do a short video of something else, just kind of summarizing what I did in May, even though we're already halfway through June. But New Vegas has been taking me a long time, because obviously it's a very long game and there's a lot to talk about in it. But I'm looking forward to finally getting that finished, hopefully hopefully before July. It would be nice to have that done before July, but we'll see. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.